Paul Laney's with me right now, and describe the scene we're looking at here, Sheriff.
Well, I've been referred to it as our own version of, I've heard it referred to anyway, as our own version of Niagara Falls.
This is unbelievable.
It is. You know, you listen to the sound of that water, you'd think you were at a river fall somewhere, in a state park somewhere, and instead we're standing at a county intersection, and it does sound like a waterfall.
Now, obviously, the Cheyenne's not far from us here to the west, but so this area knows a little bit of water, but are we seeing unprecedented levels of water and the damage it's wreaking out here? You
know, I've talked to some of the residents and talking with our county engineer. It's very similar to what it was in '97, but the river levels, you know, as we see, are still coming up on the Cheyenne. So where this is going to stop yet, we don't know. I mean, that's one thing about when you're having historic numbers and historic flooding. You only have the history to base it on what you had before, but when you're breaking new ground, you don't know where it's going to go. So you try to predict it, just try to respond to it as best you can.
What advice do you have for motorists out here? I mean, I've seen a few wade through this, which scares me a little bit. What are you telling folks who are out traveling, encountering roads like this?
I've been saying for the last couple of days that this part of the flood worries me way more than the first round. And for the reason it's so more widespread here out in the county. People that have traveled roads over and over again over the years come down a road they went by in the morning and they come back in the afternoon and it's been completely overtaken. And some will still venture into it, or they think, oh, I've done this a number of times, or I came through the water this morning, it must be fine. Next thing you know, your vehicle's being washed off the road and down into the deep ditches. And we've had a fatality up in Minnesota, we had a fatality up in Park River, North Dakota, and I just don't want to have one happen here. So we're just really telling people, respect Mother Nature here. She is strong, and she's flexing a little of her muscle here, as you can see by what we're seeing here.
Yeah, when you talk about Niagara Falls, we're looking at this thing right now, and you get a sense of the power of the water and the way it's literally just eroding the blacktop here and into the field. And I mean, there's some power to that water.
There is some power to that water. You look, it's taken away the shoulder like it wasn't even there to make the waterfall, and you get your tires hooked into that when you're coming through, or if you're coming through at night, before you know it, you're into the deep water, and that's just someplace I don't want anybody to be.
The brand new Chevy pickup coming here right now. I mean, that's a lot of iron. That's probably a $30,000, $40,000 ticket, and that guy's pushing some water right now. It's just a little scary.
He's pushing some water. He looks like, you know, you can't even see the pavement underneath him. I mean, it's a deep area here, and this is just one of many throughout the county. The roads have taken such a beating. I've equated it to, it looks like somebody, like aircraft took bombing runs down the road. They're so pitted out and just cratered. It looks like bombing runs.
What is your sense of how much longer we have to endure this? Obviously, a second crest coming now, and I mean, how much of the motorists of Cass County and this region going to be detoured and putting up with the flood fight?
Well, the good thing is you know, and we sure hope everything is right on. It looks like the Fargo, that, you know, the Red River corridor, looks like things are settling down. But for the rural area, those along the Cheyenne, those along the Maple, the Wild Rice, towards those areas, we're in for a couple-week fight here yet. It's just kicking off for us.
All right, so patience is going to be a virtue as we go through here, huh?
Patience is a virtue, and situational awareness. Make sure when you're traveling these roads, you're really well aware of where you're at and what the conditions are, because it can change on you very, very quickly. And we're trying to stay on top of all the roads closings, but like I said, they can change in a matter of 2 hours, and Cass County is 1,700 square miles, so we're doing everything we can, and we're going to get the word out to as many people, but we know we really need those public eyes to help keep us posted as to what's going on, and to just really be able to tell friends, neighbors, relatives where it's dangerous and where it's not.
Because what we're looking at here, I would imagine in some of the rural areas of Cass County, is not rare right now, right?
This is not rare. This is what we're seeing here right now, while very impressive looking, is very common throughout the entire county right now. You know, in Fargo, in West Fargo, you know, you could drive right down the street, get your cup of coffee, go to the Dairy Queen, do what you want to do, go to Stop and Go, get the paper. Out here, you really have to pick your route and really have to know where you're going, and you know, really pick your route if you're going to get that paper, that cup of coffee out here.
All right, stay safe. That's the message from your guys.
Definitely stay safe, and if there's any doubt, call us. That's what we're here for. We're here to serve the people of this community, and that's what we're going to do. And if there's any doubt or any question, or there's just something you think we need to know, let us know.
Any more rescues? You done with that pretty much? The battles in some of the rural areas now?
Well, we started again this morning. We went on request through the state EOC out into Ransom County today. We did 2 removals by boat today, and so it's really starting to pick up. You know, it's a regional effort. It's North Dakotans fighting the flood now, not just certain residents, and we're here to support them as they were us, and now we're going that direction, but that water's coming to us, and they'll be there to help us. So it's a North Dakotan fight now.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you very much.
Sheriff Paul Laney live at Cass County 20 in the intersection of 20 and 17, where literally Cass County's version of Niagara Falls underway as flooding overland from the Cheyenne is well underway here. Scott Hennon live on the Flood Channel and AM 1100 The Flag.